Let's talk about time strategy in this video. One of the biggest reasons designers struggle in whiteboard challenges isn't because they lack ideas, it's because they lose track of time. When that happens, you end up with impressive fragments instead of a coherent solution. So let's fix that. Here's a simple, strategic way to manage your time, using a 45-minute challenge as an example. This structure ensures you stay focused, balanced, and clear under pressure. The first 10 minutes are all about clarity. Before you even start sketching, take time to understand and define the problem. Ask thoughtful questions, state your assumptions, clarify who the user is, what their needs are, and what success would look like. This is also when you align business goals with user needs and define the scope, what's in, what's out, and what's realistic in your time frame. When you do this well, you'll find that your entire design session flows naturally, because clarity at the start saves confusion later. Once you've defined the problem, move into ideation and exploration. This is where you brainstorm multiple approaches, talk through a few directions, discuss trade-offs, and make your reasoning visible. You don't need to go wide for long, just enough to show that you've explored possibilities. Then, select one direction that feels most viable and explain why you're choosing it. Remember, this isn't about showing 5 ideas halfway, it's about showing one idea deeply thought through. Interviewers love seeing how you evaluate options, not just how fast you draw. Next comes the heart of your session, structure and wireframing. Use this time to map the user journey and sketch the critical screens that connect it. As you draw, annotate your key design decisions. Small notes explaining what's happening on each screen, what the user's goal is, and why you designed it that way. This is also where you demonstrate flow logic and interaction awareness, not by adding detail, but by keeping things readable, connected, and intentional. And remember, your board should tell a story. By the end of this phase, the interviewer should be able to follow your thought process visually, even without you speaking. Finally, the last 5 minutes, summarize and reflect. Use this time to recap your solution, walk through the user flow once more, and acknowledge any limitations. You can also mention what you'd explore next if you had more time, like testing assumptions, validating with users, or adding complementary features. Interviewers love candidates who reflect honestly and show awareness of trade-offs. It tells them you're not just designing, you're thinking like a product owner. If you ever find yourself running short on time, verbalize what you do next instead of rushing through poor work. Say something like, given more time, I'd explore how this flow adapts for repeat users. That's far better than leaving 3 half-baked screens. One clear, well-reasoned flow always beats 3 confusing ones. Time boxing isn't just a productivity hack, it's a hiring signal. It shows that you can work within constraints, prioritize effectively, and still deliver value. And in fast-paced product teams, that's exactly what hiring managers are looking for. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.